Hey folks, and welcome back to Starsector. Let me just check the sound. No, that seems right. Not that I would remember. Oh, I'm already tired. Comes. Really? This is still a pirate settlement. Well, traders considered mine? Or an ally? Okay. In that case, we can just go for a raid. No, it's not considered a pirate thing. In that case, I have no idea what the hell's going on. Okay, I need to find out what bounty things are going. Really? Okay, there's two here that are relatively plausible. Tritakian has some Irishy looking names. Kulan. It's big like Colin. The other one maybe? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna take quite a while before I can go over there. They really sent them far too far away. They said 20 light years, and I didn't realize just how fucking far that is. I need to head to Corvus. The abandoned terraforming platform is still there, so I guess we can still use that. Let's head here. Again, just sign up with a faction. Doesn't matter if you ever plan to fight for them. Just sign up with them. Just be careful around enemy territory. You got to keep that in mind. But they pay you for just nominally being their guy. It's beautiful. This is a nebula? Looks different. I'm just having to explore around, seeing if I can't find any and salvage. Uh, yeah. I think we can take you on. Okay, my loadout has changed. Actually, I think it's only changed in I've got this new plasma cannon thing. That's looking cool. Don't think I used this previously. I was in the game, but I don't think I ever used it. Am I even in range, missile-wise? It feels I wouldn't be. Ass. I'll fucking fire you. Damn it. Dude, it's like how slow it is. Difficult recoveries. Oof. Yeah. I'll just have to go with that for now. Oh, really? I'm that low on people. Didn't realize. Let's head over to Ashuru here. As far as I know, this place also doesn't have um, security, so black market's fine. They may have they might have a free market, but there's no one enforcing anti-black market laws, so all's good. See, it's not a free port. Ooh, hazard pay. Ah. That's new. They've changed that up. There was like growth incentives before, but now it's called this. The growth rate is bonus is equal to the colony's hazard rating based penalty to immigration, plus an additional 5 points. Each point of grow costs 1,000 per month. For this, the total incentive cost is 5,000. They definitely changed how that works. We'll have to deal with that soon enough. Oh, actually, I never actually got what I wanted. No marines there. I want to get some more. Underworld bounties. Thoughtful looking businesswoman in the private booth. You approach the private booth doing your best to look both important and well connected. It seems to work. The woman looks up from her tripod and motions for you to join her. Captain Palanai, please, sit. She gives a small smile at catching you off guard and pours a tiny glass of something decadent from the bottle. I've heard so much about your accomplishments. It's all very enterprising. Bravo, bravo. She raises the tiny glass. The opportunity. Sips and places the glass down beside her tripod. A proposal for you. An opportunity. What kind? I need a steady supply of 5 units of heavy machinery from a reliable colonial administrator. Ooh, this is interesting. My organization would expect first delivery within 2 cycles. Once established, I would arrange for monthly payments of 12,000 credits over 5 cycles, for a total of 720,000 credits. She slides her tripod across the table for your review. It says the terms of contract as described. I believe this arrangement could be beneficial for both of us for a long time. That is actually quite a tempting deal, but I don't have a colony. Thankfully, we just leave, and it's just like... I felt awkward, I felt pressured. It's not even fucking real, and I did. Fuck y'all. Oh, that's a Paladin PD system? Not great, apparently. Apparently they're kind of poor. Oh, gotta upgrade these. The strike ones want drones, but weird. It's not putting the thing on. But regardless, it couldn't fit them. Or maybe I don't have converted fighter hangar. Yeah, that could be it. Come on. Oh, here it is. Converted hangar. Refit. Confirm. Just swap them around, damn it. There we go. Now they can do it. I'm not going to upgrade anything else because I'm actually losing a little bit of money on it. We just head over to this pirate base again for a sec. You know, if I can just obliterate the pirates like this, I don't know why the people here haven't. Like, what I'm doing here is destabilizing the place to the point of irrelevancy. Jeez. We go balls deep on that. Which was possible to see, like, when you're at stations, you can see the amount scouting from places. Like, like, where's deficits and whatnot. Which was possible to see here. It's 13 Marines, and I leveled up. I'd have waited a little too long, but I couldn't find where forgot where the calendar was. Extreme difficulty. All the drug addicts are just like, after taking up arms to protect their supply. Guaranteed for 5 years. That must have a ton of preservatives. Question how good for you it is, but I suppose it makes sense if they have like agriculture planets, you know? The whole planet's turned over to just agriculture. You know? That's the thing you see in a lot of fiction. I wonder how viable that would really be. Or necessary. I could see some worlds just turned over to, like, mining, yeah. But like, you know, they're too dangerous for occupation or whatever, you know? It's literally just dust ball of, like, valuable minerals or even just standard stuff. But, you know, I imagine, like, just turning over an entire planet to nothing but farming seems extreme. I could see people wanting to do it, but I don't know. Seems weird. Remember seeing, like, someone did fanfic of, like, I'd seen different bits of fanfic set in 40k. Like, one was like a Noble Dark iteration, like, shit was bad, but ultimately there was light at the end of the tunnel. It was their own different take on it, completely different. Like, instead of it being EMPs, it was like a advanced android made by the golden age of humanity. Instead of being, you know, a fusion of shamans, it was this android that had survived the fall. And was ultimately had humanity's good interests in mind and tried to do good. And actually there was one story leaned a little much on the, Optimus Prime bit of it, but like they assigned a quote from Optimus to it, but it was one of the most of the robots of the Golden Age humanity went rogue in it, but one sent copies of itself to as many planets as it could, like taking over different frames on different worlds. A lot were lost, but to the end he fought to preserve humanity and life. Not because of his programming, it had long since grown beyond that, but because, life is or existence is the right of all sapient beings, or whatever the quote is. It was cheesy as shit, but it was just, damn it. You had to love it. They also had a bit where they made the Tau commander from Dawn of War and Fire Warrior. They're meant to be the same dude. Into basically Tau Doom guy. He just rips and tears his way across the city. And then there's one version of like a later on story that they weren't quite happy with, where they basically recreate the intro to Doom 2016, but fit him as Doom guy and rejig it for 40k. But there's another one where it's set in normal 40k setting, but it's a fragment of the system was cut off and isolated. And when they eventually re-established contact, due to warp storms, when they eventually were able to re-establish contact, the place wasn't a shithole. It was actually much better than the wider Imperium. The people as a whole, the civilians as a whole, knew of chaos, but it was more of a signs to look out for so you don't get tricked into a chaos cult. The place was like, the warp in 40k is powered by people's emotions and the like. It's basically the remnants of, like, most people have psionic effects, psychic. The warp in 40k is like a weird mix of psionic emanations for all appropriate races. The Tau have a slight flicker there, they're barely relevant. The Eldar have a much more potent effect, but humanity, while lesser, there's so many of them, and the vast majority of humans have some degree of an impact there. They're not psychers in any way of psychic manipulation, but they're good enough for the warp, and there's tons of them. So, but yeah, the place was groovy enough there for a fucking daemon to arise that wasn't based off of some shitty emotion. It got a little cheesy there, but it was one based off of compassion. So much so that the daemon was concerned about the cult that summoned them, that they might harm someone, and proceeded to call authorities on the cult and effectively themselves. It was ridiculous, but I can't remember where I quite got onto this, but or where I was necessarily going with this. But oh yeah, I remember I was saying the dead planets turned over to, like, in 40k there's tech world, forge worlds, there's agri worlds, and you see the same thing in Stellaris. In this thing, they instead had, like, every planet had some degree of industry. Every planet had agriculture. Every planet had population centers and whatnot. There's no hive worlds, and the places were a lot better for it. Obviously, they went a little hard. Like it was a demonette looking daemon. That's why he once called her succubus. That was a little much, but the rest of it wasn't too on the nose, if you get me. But yeah, I was just thinking of that. I remember reading about that on 1D4chan, though I cannot remember its name. So, apologies. But I'm sure if you look up Noble Bright 40k fanfics on there, you would find it. Or Noble Dark. I don't remember how. Yeah, I think that might have been more Noble Bright. Like, fuck, they're actually able to make friends with a similarly trapped band of Eldar. But they had a ton of nulls. What's the phrase? Psychic blanks. A ton of psychic blanks. So the Eldar never foresaw them arriving. In 40k, there's psychic blanks or pariahs. I can't remember the quite phrasing, but these people basically are immune to psychers, like their psychic abilities, and the person takes that to mean that they can't be, the future can't be, predictions can't be made that account for them. So they just suddenly arrive and save the Eldar who are being attacked by some chaos band. It was a weak in the group. So they actually had shockingly well rapport. So yeah, it's very, very on the nose, Noble Bright. But too much so, but some of it's actually kind of charming. But yeah, the Emperor one where he's a man of gold, some high-end android by the golden age of humanity. That's a different one to the other one. The other one was normal 40k, but this one bit was cut off and ended up a lot better for it. So, yeah. You can look it up yourselves if you're interested. Sure, that's fine. That's fine. Higher ship quality increases the probability of finding mod specs. This colony does not have heavy equipment or military presence and has no access to higher tier ship equipment. Pirates. Okay, like machine gun, Sabot SRM. Take all. Oh yeah, the pirates hate my guts here, and they're well destabilized, but I don't give a shit. I'm gonna drive them into the ground. Well, that's nice for increased operating time, and that is good because you can be really bled down, and reduction of overload duration. In the end, by time and rads, my body will die. My comrades will return me to the stars that made me, and my ship will go on. Straight from the great forges of Kezeron, this ship is the very best of the League, and we should treasure this gift, for it stands between our homes and those who would end our way of life. Actually, reset. Okay, that... Impact mitigation or range specialization. So that makes you tankier. This makes you better at shooting. It increases the damage you deal at long range. Actually, no. Wow. Beam weapons deal hard fucks to shields. That's That's nice. It boosts their weapon damage and gives you the whole mod high scatter amplifier. That's nice. Hopefully I can get that whole mod another way. But I would have to go with this. It increases their range, which would synchronize with that very well. gonna go with that, though. Hey lads, I'm back. Hope you got more shit for me. Ooh. Heavy losses. Take one off. Yeah, that's fine. I am menacing the pirates, so I am doing something. Your quartermaster coordinates records of all crew appointments, armament stores, and trade goods. Supports kept up to date and made available through your tripod. Privateer. Ooh. Thought they were coming after me. Wait, am I still undercrewed? Yes. Yeah, we can still transfer ship. Shit here. Really, they're gonna damage my ship. As you expected, several ships report minor but painful losses of operational capacity. Fortunately, these specters seem to be more interested in causing accidental damage than for looking actual contraband, so no objectionable cargo was found.